Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we're going to talk about Thomas Edison, his inventions, his work ethic, and how he helped shape the modern world. Thomas Edison, the man who invented the modern world. A world history story by the perfect professor. Part 1. Genius is not what we think it is. History loves a certain kind of genius. The solitary thinker. The sudden flash of brilliance. The miracle idea born in isolation. But that version of genius is mostly myth. And no one exposes that myth more clearly than Thomas Edison. A world before invention became industry. Before the late 19th century, invention was slow. Ideas emerged. Some worked. Most failed. There was no system to turn ideas into infrastructure. Innovation existed, but it did not scale. The modern world required something new. Not just creativity, but organization. Born into an unremarkable beginning, Thomas Edison was not born into privilege. He was not formally educated. He struggled in school. Teachers dismissed him. By conventional standards, Edison was unlikely to matter. But history is not shaped by credentials. It is shaped by persistence. Curiosity without permission. Edison did not wait for validation. He experimented constantly. He failed relentlessly. He learned through destruction. Most people avoid failure. Edison treated it as data. This mindset would define his legacy. The shift from idea to system. Edison's genius was not the light bulb. It was the process. He understood something revolutionary. Invention is not a moment. It is an operation. If you organize experimentation, you can manufacture progress. This idea would change everything. The first industrial laboratory. Edison built what had never existed before. A research factory. Teams of specialists. Controlled experiments. Relentless iteration. Innovation became repeatable. This was not science alone. It was production. Why this threatened the old world? Before Edison, invention belonged to individuals. After Edison, invention belonged to systems. This shift meant faster progress, greater impact, less romance. The lone genius was replaced by the managed mind. The future would be built by teams. Failure as a feature. Edison famously failed thousands of times. But failure did not slow him. It narrowed the path. Each failure removed one possibility. Eventually, only one remained. This was not stubbornness. It was strategy, the beginning of a new kind of power. Edison did not just invent objects. He built networks, electricity, communication, manufacturing. Power no longer meant armies or land. It meant control over systems people depended on daily. The modern age had begun. Professor's reflection. Genius is organized persistence. Edison challenges our definition of brilliance. He shows that intelligence alone is insufficient. What matters is structure, endurance, control over process. The future belongs not to those who imagine, but to those who execute relentlessly. Part 2. The light bulb and the myth of the lone inventor. History often compresses complexity into symbols. For Thomas Edison, that symbol became the light bulb. A single object, a single moment, a single name. The truth was far more complicated. The light bulb was not a sudden idea. Electric light did not begin with Edison. Others had experimented with it. Filaments glowed briefly. Designs failed quickly. The problem was never invention. It was durability. A light that worked for minutes was useless. A light that worked reliably could change civilization. Edison understood this distinction. Invention as optimization. Edison did not ask, "Can this exist?" He asked, "Can this survive?" His laboratory tested thousands of materials. Each failure refined the problem. The process was brutal. The progress was systematic. What emerged was not brilliance. It was persistence scaled into a system. Why the team matters. Edison did not work alone. Engineers, chemists, machinists, they experimented together. Ideas overlapped. Credit blurred. Results accelerated. This was uncomfortable for history. Heroes are easier to remember than teams. But the modern world is built by collaboration. The myth becomes useful. Edison did not discourage the myth of solitary genius. He understood its value. Public belief attracts investment. Investment funds infrastructure. Infrastructure enables expansion. Narrative became a tool. The myth of Edison helped finance the future. Recognition as currency. Invention without recognition fades. Edison fought fiercely for credit. Patents mattered. Ownership mattered. Control mattered. This was not vanity alone. Control determined who shaped the future and who was erased from it. Competition enters innovation. The success of electric light triggered rivalry. Others wanted control over power systems. Companies emerged. Patents collided. Innovation stopped being purely technical. It became economic warfare. Progress accelerated, but ethics blurred. Why this changed everything? The light bulb did more than illuminate rooms. It extended human time. Workdays lengthened. Cities transformed. Night became productive. Electricity altered human rhythm. Civilization stopped sleeping when the sun disappeared. From object to system, Edison realized something critical. A light bulb alone was useless. It required power generation, distribution networks, maintenance systems. The invention was never just the bulb. It was the grid. This thinking defined the modern world. Professor's reflection, myths power machines. The lone genius story comforts us. But progress is rarely solitary. Edison mattered not because he invented alone, but because he organized invention into industry. The myth sold the future. The system built it. Part 3, Power, Patents, and the War over Electricity. Once electricity proved valuable, invention stopped being curiosity. It became control. And control attracts conflict. When innovation turns into territory, electricity was not just light. It was infrastructure. Whoever controlled power would control cities, factories, communication, daily life. This realization transformed inventors into rivals. Edison understood this early. Electricity was not a product. It was a system of dependence. The war of currents begins. Two visions clashed. Edison promoted direct current, DC. Others pushed alternating current, AC. This was not a technical debate alone. It was a battle over scalability, safety narratives, and profit. Edison had invested heavily in DC infrastructure. Change threatened his empire. Fear as strategy.
Edison chose a ruthless tactique.
He framed AC as dangerous. Public demonstrations emphasized risk. Executions used AC power to associate it with death. Fear became marketing. This was not science at its best. It was business under pressure. Patents as weapons. Patents were no longer protection. They were offense. Edison filed relentlessly. Lawsuits multiplied. Innovation slowed as legal battles expanded. Progress paid a toll. Only those with resources could compete. The modern patent system was being forged through conflict. Why this was inevitable? Once invention became profitable, ethics blurred. Markets reward dominance. Edison was not uniquely aggressive. He was realistic. The system incentivized victory, not virtue. The limits of control. Despite Edison's efforts, AC proved superior for long-distance transmission. Efficiency mattered more than fear. Eventually, the grid evolved beyond Edison's preference. This was not failure. It was adaptation. Edison lost a battle, but helped define the war. Power leaves the laboratory. Electricity escaped inventors. Governments regulated it. Corporations managed it.
Cities depended on it.
Innovation had become public utility. The modern relationship between technology and society was born. The cost of winning. Even as Edison succeeded, something was lost. Inventors became executives. Ideas became assets. Curiosity became monetized. Innovation accelerated. Idealism declined. Professor's reflection. Progress is not gentle. The war of currents teaches a hard lesson. When technology reshapes society, competition becomes ruthless. Progress does not ask permission. It rewards whoever moves fastest and controls narrative. Edison did not invent this reality. He mastered it. Part 4. The Factory of Ideas. Before Edison, invention was personal. After Edison, invention became industrial. This shift mattered more than any single device. From workshop to system, Edison did not rely on inspiration. He relied on process. At Menlo Park, invention was scheduled. Experiments were logged. Failures were categorized. Progress stopped being accidental. It became predictable. This was revolutionary. Why the laboratory changed everything. Edison built something new, a place where ideas were manufactured. Specialists worked in parallel. Experiments ran continuously. Results were documented, not guessed. Innovation became scalable. One success no longer required genius. It required organization. Specialization replaces the Renaissance mind. Before industrial research, thinkers were generalists. Edison changed that. Chemists tested materials. Engineers refined mechanics. Technicians assembled prototypes. Each person knew less, but produced more. Knowledge fragmented. Output exploded. The modern research team was born. Efficiency becomes the goal. In Edison's system, speed mattered. The faster an idea could be tested, the faster it could fail, the faster it could improve. Efficiency replaced elegance. Results mattered more than beauty. This mindset defines modern innovation. The cost of industrial creativity. Something was lost. Individual credit blurred. Creative ownership weakened. Workers became replaceable. The system produced miracles, but it reduced people to components. Innovation scaled. Human recognition did not. Why corporations adopted Edison's model? Edison proved something powerful. Research could be controlled. Businesses could fund innovation, own outcomes, monetize results. This transformed invention into strategy. Modern R&D departments are direct descendants of Edison's model. Innovation leaves the individual. Once invention entered institutions, it no longer depended on singular vision. It depended on funding. This changed who could innovate. Those with capital gained advantage. Those without fell behind. Progress accelerated, but inequality widened. Edison's greatest invention. It was not the light bulb. It was not electricity. It was the system that turns curiosity into infrastructure. Every modern laboratory follows this blueprint. Even when they reject Edison's ethics, they use his architecture. Professors' reflection. Systems outlive genius. Edison understood a truth history often forgets. Individuals spark change. Systems sustain it. By industrializing innovation, Edison ensured that progress would continue, even without visionaries. The modern world runs on this decision. Part 5. The man behind the myth. Legends are comfortable. People are complicated. To understand Thomas Edison, we must separate the symbol from the human being. And the human being was far less simple than the myth suggests. Relentless, not romantic. Edison was not gentle. He worked obsessively. He expected others to do the same. Sleep was optional. Exhaustion was acceptable. This intensity produced results. It also produced resentment. Innovation under Edison was demanding, sometimes brutal. Credit was a battlefield. Edison did not share recognition easily. Team members contributed ideas. Assistants refined designs. Technicians solved problems. But the patents bore his name. This was not accidental. In Edison's world, credit was power. Power determined survival in a competitive market. Was Edison stealing ideas? The question is uncomfortable. Edison absorbed ideas freely. He improved existing concepts. He optimized rather than originated many inventions. By modern standards, collaboration blurs ownership. By Edison standards, execution defined authorship. He did not ask, who thought of this first? He asked, who made it work? Ambition over ethics. Edison believed progress justified aggression. If rivals failed, they deserved it. If methods were harsh, they were necessary. This mindset drove innovation forward, but at a moral cost. Edison did not slow down to ask whether he should. He focused on whether he could. Why people still admire him. Despite controversy, Edison delivered. Cities lit up. Communication accelerated. Daily life transformed. Results silence criticism. When infrastructure works, ethics becomes secondary in public memory. History remembers outcomes more than process. The price of winning. Edison paid a personal cost. Relationships suffered. Health declined. Life narrowed to work. The myth of tireless genius hides exhaustion. Progress often demands more than it promises to give back. Edison was a product of his time. The late 19th century rewarded expansion. Capitalism demanded scale. Competition rewarded ruthlessness. Regulation lagged behind innovation. Edison did not invent this environment. He mastered it. Why judgment must be careful. It is easy to condemn from a distance. Harder to innovate within pressure. Edison's flaws were magnified by success. His virtues were amplified by results. He was neither hero nor villain. He was effective. Professor's reflection. Greatness is not clean. Edison reminds us that progress is messy. Those who move history forward rarely do so gently. Innovation at scale often demands choices that later generations question. Understanding does not require admiration. It requires honesty. Part 6. Edison's True Legacy. History prefers clean endings. Progress rarely provides them. To understand Thomas Edison, we must look past admiration and criticism and focus on consequence. Because Edison's legacy is not a device. It is a world. What Edison actually built. Edison did not merely invent technologies. He engineered systems. Electric light required power generation. Power generation required distribution. Distribution required maintenance, pricing, and control. This logic reshaped society. Technology stopped being optional. It became infrastructure. From invention to dependence. Before Edison, technology enhanced life. After Edison, life depended on it. Cities organized around power grids. Work schedules followed electric light. Communication became instantaneous. The modern rhythm of life, faster, longer, louder, emerged here. Edison did not speed up the world. He removed the brakes. The new meaning of power. Power once meant land and armies. After Edison, power meant control of networks, ownership of systems, management of dependence. Those who controlled infrastructure shaped daily life invisibly. This model defines the modern age. Governments regulate it. Corporations operate it. People live inside it. Why Edison still divides opinion. Edison is admired for results and criticized for methods. Both views are accurate. He accelerated progress. He concentrated control. He proved innovation could be scaled. He showed it could also be monopolized. The modern world inherited both truths. Did Edison make life better? The answer is complex. Life became brighter, faster, more connected. It also became more demanding, more dependent, less forgiving of failure. Convenience increased. So did pressure. Progress expanded options, but narrowed escape. The cost we rarely acknowledge. Edison's model normalized endless productivity. Work no longer ended with sunset. Rest became inefficient. Time became monetized. The modern obsession with output traces back to electrified nights. Progress did not ask whether humans should keep pace. It assumed they would. Why Edison could not be avoided. Even critics use his blueprint. Modern research labs. Corporate R&D. Startup ecosystems. All follow Edison's core idea. Innovation must be organized, funded, and controlled. The individual genius gave way to institutional momentum. This transition cannot be reversed. Edison as a turning point, not a template. Edison should not be imitated blindly, but he must be understood clearly. He shows us what happens when invention meets capitalism at scale. Creativity becomes industry. Industry becomes dependence. Dependence reshapes civilization. Final reflection. When progress becomes a system. Edison reminds us that the most powerful inventions are not objects. They are structures. Once built, they shape choices long after their creator is gone. The modern world did not emerge naturally. It was engineered. And like all engineered systems, it reflects the priorities of those who built it. Closing words from the perfect professor. History is not driven by ideas alone. It is driven by execution. Thomas Edison teaches us that the future belongs not just to those who imagine, but to those who build systems powerful enough to endure. Lessons from the past. Stories for the present. Before we end, I have a question for you. Do you think Edison was more of an inventor, a businessman, or both? Let me know in the comments. That's all for today's video on Thomas Edison. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.